The charcoal industry in Kenya employs over 700,000 people, who in turn support over 2 million dependents. Since the high value of charcoal is not captured in the national economic statistics, it remains a low-profile industry, a status that makes it difficult to access funds for its development. To address this situation, the Kenya Forest Service, KFS, has prepared the charcoal regulations expected to regulate production, distribution and marketing of charcoal in order to make it a viable and environmentally sustainable venture.
Most of the monies of the revenues accruing from that industry basically is not taxed. It is money that is left in toll stations, in county council barriers, in roadblocks. So it benefits a few individuals, and very little of that money goes into meeting government obligation. So on the basis of that, I think the industry has impacted negatively, and is as a result of that realization, and as part of the overall forest reform programs that we have, with the enactment on the Forest Act of 2005, that there was a felt need that, yes, we need to rein on the charcoal industry so that we can bring in some certain rules and certain order.
The industry represents an estimated annual market value of 32 billion Kenya shillings, but is not visible to the government because of its informal nature. The government loses over 5.1 billion shillings or $0.4 billion annually as a result of not having any regulatory tax collection mechanisms.
The Forest Act has provisions for the minister from time to time to develop subsidiary legislation. There are about 19 such subsidiary legislation in the current law, and charcoal regulations are among the 19. Basically, the intent of the charcoal rules is to be able to bring order into that business, to be able to make sure that people moving into the business of charcoal making are organized, they are accountable, and by and large, they are able to give back something to nature.
To this end, KFS is working closely with a number of partner organizations. One of them is the Christian Agricultural and Related Professionals Association, CARPA. CARPA is working with dozens of farmers in Madiany division of Bondo district in a unique acacia tree initiative. The project was established 6 years ago and aims at providing an alternative source of income through charcoal production. So far, 500,000 seedlings have been distributed to several women and youth groups across the region.
We do give at the rate of 500 seedlings per farmer to 3,000 for planting into their woodlots. The seedlings that we have raised around over 500,000 seedlings since the year 2002 to date.
By using a more energy-efficient charcoal burning method known as the half-orange kiln, the charcoal produced is superior in terms of both quality and quantity as compared to the traditional method of burning charcoal.
We've managed to harvest only 3 farms, of which we have managed to get well over 200 bags of charcoal, of about 35 kilograms to 41. The average bags we've got at the moment per the 3 farmers is an average of about 60 bags per farmer. And that is a very good average as the project was concerned. And the impact, the response to the community is now positive.
The Forest Act 2005 provides for promotion of the use of fast-maturing trees for energy production, including biofuels, and the establishment of commercial woodlots and peri-urban plantations. A broad policy and legal framework for sustainable wood fuel development is already in place.
In the course of our work, we have encouraged many farmers to establish tree nurseries. We have encouraged farmers to establish woodlots. We have encouraged farmers to plant fast-growing tree species like the blue gums, which matures very fast, and also like black water trees, because they do very well in this region. The only way forward is to encourage these farmers to grow as many trees as possible so that they can convert it to charcoal, so that as they cut the trees, we don't deplete or we don't leave the land bare.
CARPA is currently working with 3 women and 11 youth groups. Cultivation of the wild thorny trees is a wealth-creating endeavor and is making those involved look to the future with a lot of optimism.
With us, the members of the group, we have gained a lot from it, because now we have got so many trees in our sambas, and we know after 4 years I'll be burning. For example, I have more than 1,000. If the one which were burnt were 120 trees only, and we managed to get almost 100 bags. And for each bag, it cost something like 800 shillings.
The detailed guidelines and regulations to facilitate implementation are not in place, hence the need for charcoal regulations. However, there lie certain challenges, and one of them is the illegal importation of charcoal.
Sasa mimi najihusisha na biashara ya mkaa kutoka Uganda nikileta hapa Kenya. Hii biashara ya mzee kwa sababu kule ninakotoka ninatoka kwa sababu natoka Uganda, na kule naitoa kwa illegally, siitoe kwa hakika, huko ni kama naiba. Sasa ninapotoka huko kuna usumbufu fulani ninaposumbuliwa na wale.
In order to avoid an influx of illegal charcoal from other countries, KFS is considering taking measures to protect the local producers.
Once that charcoal comes in, it is now very difficult for us to be able to ascertain exactly what percentage of that charcoal is coming or is produced locally, or basically it distorts the market to the extent that the producers, local producers who are producing that charcoal, because of the influx of that charcoal, are not getting appropriate prices.
With the new regulations in place, farmers and ranchers could be facilitated to sustainably produce charcoal for profit.
When you bring entrepreneurship, when you bring in the private sector, when you bring in people with technology, basically you turn around this business, because yes, people start seeing this is a clean business. People who are going to invest in charcoal production systems in the next couple of years to come, basically will be people in business.
With only a small piece of land, farmers in Bondo have realized massive benefits from the acacia project.
This group has helped me so much as an individual. Especially this year, I have managed to pay school fees of my children who are in boarding school. This project has helped me raise some dairy goats.
This collaboration between the government and the private sector in the acacia project has become instrumental in the commercial production of charcoal, and the local community can look into the future with a lot of optimism.
Yeah.